Previously on Nuthin, Just Chillin.
The Sonic trailer came out. This looks like shit. What in the goddamn fuck does Gangsta's Paradise have to do with Sonic the Hedgehog?
Saw him like freeze time, like take all like the little robots out.
When the fuck did he do that in the game? I'm sorry. I'm just.
You alright?
I just watched my childhood get raped for 2.5 minutes.
You know I is way better than you. You know I do.
We curse a fucking lot.
It's been a long time.
Let's talk about Sonic. I thought it was fucking great.
He likes it. He likes it.
So I'm gonna try not to, make this an hour-long fucking episode because, like, this shit was fucking better than I expected. Let's start at the fucking beginning, where we saw Green Hills. Oh, fuck. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, there's lots of spoilers in this video if we haven't said it already.
Here's your warning.
Yep. You've been warned.
It was fucking great to see Green Hill Zone on the big screen. Like, to me, they pretty much took like the Sonic Generations iteration of the Green Hill Zone, tightened up the graphics like crazy, put it on the big screen, and it's like, here you go. Like, I felt like I was watching like a Let's Play of Sonic Generations for like the beginning of the movie. It was great. I loved it. I was geeking the fuck out. Like, to see Sonic going through the loop, speeding, you know what I'm saying, bouncing off through the, just like in the fucking game.
It was pretty cool. I like that.
That was amazing.
I like that part. It was pretty cool.
And then we meet Longclaw for a split second, because I also in the last video I did mention how we were gonna get little to no backstory, and we did. But we got just enough to be able to set it off.
Also, this is where you're gonna notice that me and TJ Wells' like knowledge of Sonic quickly splits because I have no idea who Longclaw is. My knowledge.
There is no Longclaw. She was introduced.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were saying like you knew who she was. I'm sorry.
No. I have no idea.
I thought it was like a Sonic 3D reference.
No.
By the way, just so we know, like he played a lot of the 3D games. I haven't really played the 3D games, so that's what split is.
I'm still a fan of all of the games.
But anyways, continue. My bad.
But yeah, so we meet Longclaw. We get the brief little introduction of how I guess she was Sonic's mentor and how she took him under her wing.
Bump.
Because she was an owl.
Yes, we go.
So basically we have Robot and Echidnas and Shitnas, I don't know how to say it.
Echidna.
Chasing him. Yeah, runs to Longclaw. Yeah. Longclaw's like, yo, alright, here's the bag of rings. You gotta go. But Longclaw, I want you to come with me. No, I can't go. Go to Earth. Alright, and then that's that. So then he goes to Earth, he grows up, and we see him doing this thing around Earth.
Well, first we got introduced to the main character in the movie, James Marsden, who we all knew from Cyclops.
The main
human character outside of Robotnik.
The stencil that they had to fill in to play the human, because they could have put anybody in this shit.
I thought he did a good job. I like James Marsden in the role. I mean, for what he was there to supplement the cartoon character. I thought he did a good job. Also, I think he also played alongside a Bunny Rabbit and Hop, so I don't know if they picked him because he did the similar thing in Hop.
Well, I've never heard of that shit before, so...
Yeah, it's a stupid movie. Anyways.
I mean, but hey, he has experience.
Yeah, it's true.
So.
But yeah, they show him and they show him being in a small town. He wants to be this big city cop.
In the city of Green Hills, Montana.
I love the references, by the way.
Dude, this sprinkled all. Yeah. Once I realized that this was going to be a good-ass fucking movie, I relaxed, and then I just started picking out the Easter eggs, everything that I could find. I only found like, 2 the first time around, but then doing the Reddit research and the YouTube research, there's a lot more. Eventually, we get introduced to Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. Yes, Jim Carrey did his fucking thing in this motherfucking movie. Like I was like, alright, so if you took Sheldon Cooper and you made him evil, and then you threw the Jim Carrey spin on it. That was Dr. Robotnik in this movie.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he basically acts like he just was Jim Carrey if you take all of his roles, whether it's Ace Ventura, whether it's the Grinch, a little bit of Mask was in there too. The Riddler, like all those basically just acted just like Jim Carrey throughout the role. He just knew what movie he was in.
Exactly.
And they were like, Jim Carrey, just do you in this role, and he just did it. His interactions with his second in command were hilarious. Well, my favorite,
the Snidely of the movie.
Man, are we going in chronological order here? Or we just going. Because I'm sorry, there's the moment where he has the quill.
Yo.
And he's dancing around and like just and he's got the animation of the T-Rex.
And he
acts like he cut it, like it bit his head off. And then like he turns around and the dude's dancing with him. And he's like, would you like a latte? He was like, of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them. I'm like, it's just...
So like the same situation when they were on the ship or whatever, like it's just little small shit that I found funny to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the part where, he took the quill and
yeah. Oh, that was just, yeah.
You want to try?
That was so great.
Or the one where like the second in command gave him the bad news, so he was like, pin yourself to the wall.
Yep. And
like that's the shit.
It's so funny. And the Sheldon Cooper reference was very good though, because he clearly was the most intelligent person in the movie,
and he made
it clear that everyone around him was an imbecile. And just talking to him was just a privilege that you should just kill yourself and not ever talk to anybody that's smart ever again.
And that's Robotnik. That's Robotnik on The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. That's how they portrayed him on that shit. The exact same fucking way.
So he played the hell out that role.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Sonic, the voice, Ben Schwartz is his name, and that's really all I know about Ben Schwartz is his name. So he did his fucking thing. That was about as close to Sonic Adventure voice Sonic as you're gonna get. Like, and again, I told you on the last video, I did not watch Sonic X, but a few. So I don't know if those are the same people. Whatever the fuck. The point is, since Ben Schwartz is such an unknown to me, why not just get the original dude to do the fucking voice? You know what I'm saying? He's not just unknown to me. He's unknown to like mad motherfuckers.
There's a lot of reasons for that, man. I mean, for one, you don't know what the guy's doing. It's been 20 years. Maybe his voice doesn't sound the same.
They just did what? Sonic Forces a couple years ago.
Yeah, was it the same guy that did the voice for that?
I don't. Yeah.
You don't know. So
I actually don't know.
So
I have no idea.
I don't know, man. I think honestly, in my opinion, Sonic's voice, while it was cool, was never like iconic. Like, oh my god, we have to, like James Earl Jones. Not that big a deal.
I kind of disagree.
It's not that big a deal.
The voice, like Sonic's voice and Mario's voice, I'll put kind of on the same level with that of iconic. Because again, but then again, you never really played Adventure, so that's not really. You know what I'm saying?
Even then, I played. I'm sorry. I watched the TV show. Like I know Jaleel White was at one point.
Right, but we're talking about Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah,
you're not really used to hearing him.
In my opinion, as long as you have a voice that sounds, and the writing is on point as far as that kind of smart ass kind of joking around. I think that's the part that is more iconic. I think the voice doesn't really need to be there, but I mean, we can agree to disagree.
Split difference.
Hey, if the guy was a Roger Craig Smith, if you want to reach out and let us know why he didn't get the role, be sure to do that.
Yeah, definitely. But again, he watches the show all the time.
Of course he does.
He's a big fucking fan.
I'm a big Roger Craig Smith fan. I literally hadn't heard that name before. He said it right now. Blew the shit out of it after though. All right,
Roger Craig Smith is the Ben Schwartz of this shit for you.
Wow. By the way, another part I like, we're just going to jump around. Shout out to Sonic and the writers and everything, knowing when to bite stuff and steal directly from other franchises, because that bar scene was clear, cut, copied from the X-Men movies, Days of Future, was it First Class? Days of Future Past, at least, the Quicksilver scenes, stolen directly from that shit. And they, bruh, you missed out on one of the best scenes in all X-Men movies, or actually comic book movies in general. Because Quicksilver, of course, is a speedster, and they do a scene just like that bar scene where like he freezes and it's so fast that he can manipulate things and turn things around. They do that with Quicksilver in 2 of the X-Men movies. And they stole that directly from that shit. Like, it's obvious. But it worked.
It was hot to me. Now, let's talk about plot holes. When they went to San Francisco, he's like, all right, I'm going to go get my rings. I'll be right back. Pew! Yeah. So, yeah, I can't run up walls. Since the fuck when, dude?
Yeah, that was a huge plot hole.
Like, since the fuck, after we just got done seeing you loop-de-looping and bouncing off this and sliding off that.
That's a huge plot hole.
Like, what?
Dude, there's so many. Dude, come on, man. Think about it like this. What year are we in now? 2020?
20, man.
And he's been hanging around, like, Earth and Green Hill for what? A while, right?
Yeah, 15. Well, assuming he's 15, like he is in the fucking.
Exactly. I guess he was like 5 or 6. But he's like 10 years has been.
Yeah.
I don't know where San Francisco is.
I'll give him a pass on that. Because if your only experience of Earth is the small town in Montana, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like the motherfucker has been like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't been reading maps and watching the news and shit.
So fast, dude. So also some of this. Never mind. Now. This one I'm gonna pass.
So is your question then? He could have ran around the entire United States and found San Francisco?
No, he could just ask somebody like, "Hey, what?" Somebody, as someone he'd never learned about GPS or a map or anything in 10 years. Not one time has he learned about how to find stuff.
I don't know if I can hold that against the movie.
Yeah, that one. And then, dude, once again, I don't know. That one just kind of threw me off. Like, I get from the standpoint of the plot. Obviously, you have to have the buddy comedy thing with the main character with the James Marsden, but
that's another negative I will say of the movie. None of the sound effects from the game were in the movie. None of them.
The rings were in there.
I did not hear a ring.
The rings were definitely in there.
I did not. I could be totally wrong, but I didn't hear a fucking ring.
The rings were in there at least once or twice.
I have to go back. Well, you saw it twice.
Yeah, the rings were definitely at least once or twice. Now, granted, okay.
The spin ball sound was not there.
This might be cheating a little bit. Yeah, actually, that's kind of cheating because I know the ring sound was definitely at the beginning with the opening sequence when the rings were coming in on the title screen.
The title screen.
That's one cheat. But I'm
positive
they happened at some other point. But
so then I stand by my shit. No ring sound, and then also no spin dash sound. All right, because the same fucking scene that was in the trailer where he did the spin dash.
But why is that a negative though?
Because it was in the trailer, why can't you put it in the fucking... That was my...
Did the sound they had, did that work for the movie?
It worked.
So why does it have to be the sound from the game?
That was what I was advertised as.
But I guess what I'm saying is... Okay, here's what I'm saying.
They put it in the trailer.
But here's what I'm saying. Why does the movie have to take so many things from the game that aren't necessary?
It doesn't.
Okay.
But my whole thing is, if you put the fucking shit in the trailer, why wouldn't you put it in the movie?
Well, sometimes they change it in post-production.
Well, that was a dumb change in my opinion.
Okay.
That was a very dumb change.
That's not something that really jumped out to me. Now, as long as the sound that they did was worked, because you kind of have to, I know this is difficult for both of us because we're both the Sonic fans, you have to watch it from the standpoint of just a movie.
Yeah, right. No. Why the fuck would I do that for this?
Because sometimes shit works better as a movie than it does from the game.
Well, let me tell you this. To your point, I did do that. Because let me tell you, this is what I also put on here. All right. 10, 15 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to put this movie out as it was and it get the reception that it did.
Oh, very true.
Because we had not yet seen the MCU. So we didn't have an example of taking the source material, flipping it the way you want to flip it, and then having it be so successful on a grand fucking scale. The MCU and Dark Knight, if you really want to give DC some props, were the movies that helped say, we can take source material, flip it our way, and still make it so dope. We weren't used to that 10 to 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, to your point, how I have to, look at this from a perspective of not fanboy times a million, right? Mm-hmm. I went in there with the knowledge that, yes, we are in an era now where you can put your own spin on shit, flip it, but as long as it's dope, it still can get props.
That's a very good point.
So
that's a very good point.
That was how I went into this movie. That's a very good
point. No, you make a very good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Like 10 years ago, they would have made this movie, but it would either would have been so much like the games that it alienated a large core of the other audience, or it would have been the exact opposite, where basically it's some dude named Sonic that walks around, and that's all that the movie's about. And every once in a while, he might make a little quip, or he might run kind of fast.
And that's where they would put the sound effects in. Because they would have to. Because they don't went so far left.
Oh my God, it's like some Shadow the Hedgehog shit. Oh God.
Fuck Shadow. That's a whole nother fucking shit right
Jesus.
there.
Fuck you!
This is an Easter egg, just really weird. Did Olive Garden, how much did Olive Garden have in this movie? Did Olive Garden like contribute funds to this movie? Because
when you're here,
your family.
Like, whoa!
And then the last, what is it? They gave him a gift card for. Have you tried the Never-Ending Pasta Bowl?
Oh, dude.
Like, huh? I mean, it's like it was supposed to be a joke, but it's like I kind of feel like Olive Garden maybe has a percentage of the funds in this movie.
They were the ones who funded the redesign. That's what. They're the ones who.
How are we gonna
funded
make up
that
the
shit.
money on this? Well, we did hear about Olive Garden needing to endorse the movie.
That's when Olive Garden catering walks in, and they're like, "That's it.
Jesus.
That's fucking it."
That dude. That when you hear your family line was so forced.
Yeah, it was. That was cringe.
It
was
felt like a
super
commercial.
cringe. It really fucking did.
Yeah.
Super cringe.
Let's just be happy with the fact that we have a Sonic movie that worked.
Yes.
People went to go see it.
Yes.
And we're 99.9% sure going to get a second one.
Yes.
Let's stop there.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say about Sonic?
Welcome. About Sonic? No. About the fucking genre as a whole? Welcome to the era of quality fucking video game movies. I lived long enough to see 2 video game movies that were not complete pieces of shit.
Now, could we get to a point where we get some that are like, because, you know, comic book movies with that level where they were good to where they were amazing to where they were like some of the greatest movies ever, arguably. Could we get that with video game movies one day?
We will
Depends on the property.
And we'll have to find out about that on our next program.
Perfect.
We are out of time.
Completely out of time.
I'm your boy TJ Wild.
Calvin A.G.
Well, what are you
What
doing?
are you doing? I guess we're both
None.
just jealous.